So, anything else to throw into the mix before we move on to other stuff?
I guess this is a bit of a cliche again, but maybe a reality check at this juncture might not be a bad thing. Maybe externally for the fan base, that sort of maybe we all got a little bit carried away with the performance against Aston Villa, just because the drew and were pushing for a win against Villa, who then go and beat Bayern Munich. It sort of raised expectations. To a level that I was slightly uncomfortable with. I remember we were doing this pod a week or so back doing predictions, and you all looked at me like I had two heads when I said they were going to lose at West Ham at that stage. And in the end, I upgraded it to a draw because I felt a bit bad, and the Villa game had been good. But every game, they are going to have to fight tooth and nail for everything this season. Yes, they've spent some money, but Kieran McKenna's... he's kind of made the point without overly labouring it, because I think he's aware that if you go on about it all the time, it looks like excuses, and he doesn't really want to overplay the underdog card here. But I said to you, they're not just underdogs, they're major underdogs this season. They've fast-tracked their way to the Premier League, and it's really unforgiving, and they're learning on the job, and they will learn on the job. And I think we've got a big enough sample size to know that Kieran McKenna improves players collectively and individually, and that will happen. And the reality is they might run out of time on that front. We'll have to wait and see. But this might just sort of ground everybody for a couple of weeks, and then everyone will come to Portman Road for these two massive games against Everton and Leicester, either side of Brentford away, knowing, as McKenna says, everyone needs to be at full throttle, and Suffolk soil is where the points are going to hopefully come from that give Ipswich a chance of keeping their head above water.